got a video of ab exercises for your stomach and your core. So let's start with making circles with your feet. So I'm going to have my elbows down like that, so I'm in a bit of a support, and I'm going to make circles with my feet one way and then the other way. So I'm on 4, 5, going to do 20 one way and 20 the other. In fact, I'm going to make it 10 just now because we've got other things to do. That's me going the other way. Cut that number because today I'm going to show you other things you can do. So we all know you can write your name, spell out the letters, do words. Got the alphabet for our classes. So here's me doing some zigzags, left to right and right to left, along and back again. Can also go side to side, up and down. And that's supported leg movements. Now I'm going to do my dish, which we've been talking about a lot lately, for all these PPPs. So I'm going to start off doing the top half of my dish just, so I'm going to not bother with my legs. I'm going to do 10 raises to dish and lie down again. 1. And as we talked about, keeping my arms long if I can. If it's hurting you, if it's affecting your back, then you can modify it to have your dish here. If you're working on your PPP, then ideally we want your arms long every time you're practicing or conditioning your dish if you can. That must be 10. I'm going to stay here now and just the bottom half of the dish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to hold my dish. I'll go for 30 seconds. Seems like kind of 30 seconds kind of a day for me. If you're feeling more like it, you could go for the whole minute. That would be ideal. Ready, go. Not too high, keep pressing your belly button down. Well, I liked the sand timer because I could see where we were at. But at least in this one, it is working. So that's better. You can also do your dish rocks and your dish raises or your dish. But that's what I'm doing today. Crunches. So I'll do 10 of everything because again I'm doing different varieties of the same exercises, and it means different days you can do different versions. But you always want to mix it up a bit, do some different ones because they're all targeting different muscles. So here's my crunches, dish to tuck. So that was 1. I'm going to do 10 of them. Now I'm going to cross over. So I'm going to reach my opposite arm to the opposite leg when I crunch in, so I'm in my dish. And then I'm just going to do the same arm for 10. So that's my right arm over to my left leg for 10. And then I'm going to do the other arm, left arm to right leg this time. Now I'm going to do them with my legs straight up. And my elbow's going to crunch into the opposite knee. So my right elbow is going to pull into my left knee, my left elbow to the right knee. And I'm going to do that one, other one, like a crunch. Ready? I will do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've missed one. That's okay, it doesn't really matter what order we do them. Legs straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go for 20. 5, 6, 7, 8. So getting like the top half of a crunch. You can rest your legs on the wall if you need. And last one, I'm going to move just one leg at a time. The other leg is going to rest on the ground. So I'm going to crunch up, pull in just one leg. I'm going to pull up quite straight though. 10 one leg, 10 the other. 1, 2, 3. Other leg. And that's a lot of different crunches. Now for some exercises in plank. I've got my timer. I'm going to do it for 30 seconds each, but you can also just count. So the first one we're going to do is your running legs. Now I'd rather you made a good effort to pull your knee right in and your leg right back out again, one in the other, than doing it fast and not very much. So looking for the knee right in, any speed, 30 seconds, let's go. Sorry, I think I said plank, but I'm in front support. I'm sure you've noticed, I'm sure you've got it in hand. That's 30. Now the next exercise we're going to do in front support, we're going to kick one leg, then the other, so it's leg kicks. Kick, down, kick, so straight legs in your plank shape. 30 seconds again, let's go. Again, not worrying about how high you kick, keep them in a good shape, staying tight. That's 30, and last one in front support, touching your opposite foot or just towards, even your knee is fine. So in plank, going to move my left hand towards my left foot, so I'm actually pretty much touching my knee myself. Other side. So I'm having to come out that shape and bend all my weights on the other hand and just reaching down the opposite leg. Ready for 30 seconds? Go. Always back to that strong plank shape every time. And I'd rather you were tight and had good shapes than in a big rush. The muscles are working when they're being used well in a good shape. If you want to do things really fast, you might as well go for a run, that's cardio. There we are. On to V-sits. So I'm going to do 20 normal V-sits, lying flat, reaching up and down again for 1, and then 10 starfish ones, lying in a star, woo, opposite arm to opposite foot for the last 10. I think you guys are probably fit enough for 20 of both, but let's see. Ooh, 20. And star shape, wide arms, wide legs for the diagonal ones. Go. Whoop. So I'm counting 1, 2. So I do want to be reaching towards my feet. I'm just managing my shin today. And that's how it is. Now reverse crunches, and I'm going to start off with 10 of the regular ones so that I've got enough abs left to do the other exercises. You can adjust the numbers to suit yourself. So lying down, ready, I'm going to do 10. 1. That's 10, and the next one is a new one for us, ab halos. So I'm going to draw a circle with my legs, and when it starts to come up, I'm going to use that momentum to pull me up just a wee bit, hips off the ground, circle 2. So I'm going to do 5 with a circle 1, 3, and 5 the other way, 4. So when I start to draw my circle up the way, I'm trying to lift my hips up off the ground. And the same the other direction. It's 5 each way. And last one, pulse ups. So just staying in your L and just pulse. I'm going to do 10 of them as well. So it's just a pulse, it's just a little movement. And that was the reverse crunches. So they're pretty good because we don't have any apparatus to do leg raises or anything on. So That's targeting these lower abs. Ready for different kinds of sit-ups. So I'm going to do 10 of each so I can try and get through them all, and it just gives you different types of sit-ups. So the other days you can do some and not others. You can do more reps, do all the different muscles. So the first one, I'm going to prop my calves up on the sofa. You could rest your legs up on a wall or whatever for a wee change. Ready for 10 sit-ups. Next one, quite similar in style. I'm going to have my legs up and in a straddle shape in the air, and I'm going to pull the sit-ups through the middle. So again, you could have your legs on a wall if you need. Ready, hands ready to reach through, go. Another 10. If you're feeling ambitious, you could put your ankle weights on and work your box splits while you do this. There we go. On to Russian twists. So that's one side and then the other. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. Another 10. Let's go. And that's that. And almost a bit of a break. The heel touches, left hand to left heel, right hand to right heel, but lying down in that sit-up position. So if you find it quite easy to touch your foot, tap your heel, try and reach your hand a wee bit further each side. So it's one side, other side. So let's do 20, so we get 10 each side. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20, and then wanting to do low, middle, high for a regular sit-up. So that's a small sit-up, a medium sit-up, and then right up. And then I'm going to do that in reverse. Right up, in the middle, and small. Small, medium, right up, backwards, right up, in the middle, small, small, middle, right up, right up, middle, small, small, middle, right up, right up, middle, small. One more set all the way through. Small, middle, right up, right up, in the middle, small. And well done. That's quite a good one because you can really feel all the different muscles working every single turn. Okay. 2 more. No, 1 more. Got an elbow to knee, but that's pretty much the same as Russian twists. So we'll just do the sitting diagonal punches. So every time I sit up, I'm going to punch to one side, across, diagonal across. So my right arm leaning across to the left. And then the next time I sit up, I'm going to lean the other way. So try not to let your hands drop below your shoulder so that you're pulling all your core muscles, having to lift up and out, not sag down. Ready? Let's do 20, so we get 10 each side. Go. 1 punch. 2. And that's 20. And that was a whole lot of different sit-ups for you to try. Going to do some shoulder stands and come down as straight and as slowly as possible so that your core muscles are really having to work to do that. So first of all, up to shoulder stand. Using my hands to support, and then slow. So it gets to a point where that's it, it just falls out. I'm going to do 5 of them. Up. And push it straight. Trying to keep your muscles working the whole time. And in your dead bug position, flat back, straight arms, straight legs. Another one, opposite hand towards the opposite leg. Ready for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, reaching as high up as I can, aiming for my feet. And then check you've got room for this one. Going to brace myself with both my arms on the ground. So I'll be pushing my hands and arms down to help me. Legs up. I'm going to do my tocks either side. Legs together. Touch the ground, back up. Keeping the hips bent at that right angle so my hips are turning as well. I'm trying to keep my shoulders and arms mostly on the ground. And that'll do me for tocks. One more. Another one with a twist. Really targeting those obliques down the side. So I'm going to be supporting myself on my elbows again, so that I can concentrate on crunching my legs into one side, straight out, bending my knees the other direction. Ready for 20.